Hello, and welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm your host, William.
And I'm David. It's great to be here, William.
David, today I want to dive into a topic that I know causes a lot of headaches for our listeners, Webasto heater fault codes.
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing worse than waking up on a cold morning, seeing that little blinking light and having no idea what it means.
Exactly. It feels so cryptic. So our goal today is to demystify those codes and turn that confusion into a clear action plan. Ready to break it down?
Let's do it. It's actually a lot more straightforward than most people think.
Fantastic. So where do we even begin? The heater won't start and a light is flashing. What's step one?
Step one is simply to identify the code correctly. Don't guess,
Okay, and how do we do that? Are they all the same?
Well, there are two main ways. On the basic controllers, like the standard rotary knob, the heater will pause and then flash a number of times.
So you just count the flashes between the pauses? Like F05 would be 5 flashes?
Precisely. It's a bit like Morse code for your heater. Just be patient and count the slow flashes. Now, on the newer digital displays, it's much easier. The code will just pop right up on the screen, like F01.
Got it. So first, get the code right. Then what? I imagine there's a long list of codes to sift through.
There is, but I find it helpful to think of the most common problems in 3 main buckets, or categories. It makes troubleshooting much less intimidating.
I like that. Buckets. What's the first one?
The first bucket is starting and combustion issues. This is your classic no start problem. The codes you'll typically see here are F01, meaning it failed to start, or F02, meaning the flame went out.
F01 and F02. And what do they usually point to?
Think fuel and air. It's the fire triangle, right? For a successful start, you need fuel, air, and ignition. So check the simple stuff first. Is there actually fuel in the tank?
Right. It sounds silly, but I bet that's a common one.
You would be surprised. Also, check for a blocked fuel line, a clogged fuel filter, or obstructions in the combustion air intake or the exhaust pipe. A bug's nest or some road debris can be enough to do it.
Okay, so for no starts like F01 or F02, think fuel and air supply. That makes sense. What's our second bucket?
Our second bucket is electrical power issues. The main code here is F03, which points to an undervoltage or overvoltage problem.
So this isn't a problem with the heater itself, but with the power getting to it?
Exactly. The heater is very sensitive to voltage. If your battery is low, it won't even try to start to protect itself and your battery. So get a multimeter out.
And what should we be looking for?
Check your battery voltage at the terminals. Then check the voltage right at the heater's plug. If there's a big drop, you have a wiring issue. Maybe a corroded connection or a wire that's too thin.
That's a great tip. A weak battery or bad connection is a silent killer for these systems. Now, what about the third bucket?
The third bucket covers sensor and overheating issues. The most common codes here are F10 for an overheat or F06 for a temperature sensor fault.
Let's talk about F10, overheating. What causes that?
9 times out of 10, it's a blocked airflow problem. The heater is producing heat, but it can't get rid of it fast enough. So it shuts down for safety.
So you'd check the hot air ducting.
Yep. Make sure none of the outlets are covered by a duffel bag or a jacket. Check that the ducting itself isn't crushed or kinked somewhere you can't see. The heater needs to breathe.
That covers the big categories. But David, there's one more thing I've heard about. What happens if you get a few of these faults in a row? Can the heater just give up?
You're talking about the protective lockout. Yes, that's a critical safety feature. If the heater records too many failed start attempts or other serious faults, it will lock itself and refuse to operate.
So even if you fix the problem, it still won't start?
Correct. You have to perform a proper reset. But, and this is the most important part, you must fix the root cause first.
Don't just treat the symptom, fix the disease. I get it.
That's the perfect way to put it. Once the issue is solved, the most common reset procedure is to pull the main fuse for the heater. Leave it out for about 10 to 20 seconds and then plug it back in.
Just pull the fuse. Simple enough.
It usually is. But, and this is a big but, always, always check the official manual for your specific heater model. The procedure can differ, and the manual is your ultimate source of truth.
That is a critical point. Don't guess. This has been incredibly helpful, David. It feels much less daunting now.
My pleasure. It's all about turning a cryptic code into a safe, practical checklist.
All right, great stuff. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. Step 1.
Identify the fault code by counting the flashes or reading the digital screen.
Step 2. Think in those buckets. Is it a fuel combustion issue, an electrical issue, or a sensor or overheating issue?
Right. Then run the basic checks for that category. Fuel air first for no starts, battery and wiring for power codes, and airflow for overheating.
And finally, be mindful of safety lockouts. Always fix the root problem before you reset and consult the manual for the correct reset method.
Couldn't have said it better, William. Stay warm and stay safe out there.
Fantastic. A huge thank you to you, David, for sharing your expertise today. That's all the time we have. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next episode.